I was on our seminary board, and one of the members said, "We're not in compliance." And I said, "What does that mean?" And he says, "Canon law says we should have one novitiate with one novice master. And we have one novitiate with two novice masters, one from the New York province, one from the Chicago province. That's not in compliance." And so I thought for a while, what we could say is we really have like two novitiates then, one for New York province, one for Chicago province in the same building. We'll call it co-institutional. And he looked at me and said, "That's so stupid." I hate being called stupid. I got mad. But I said, "Well, let's refer it to Rome. Let's see what Rome says." And he says, "Okay, I'll write." So he wrote, because he was afraid I would lead the letter. Rome wrote back like 3 months later and said, "You could consider it co-institutional, a New York province and a Chicago province novitiate in the same building." I was right. And so, of course, could I be a gracious winner? No, not at all. I'd have the last word. So I say, "Hey, I'm right. Rome," the line goes, "Roma locuta est, causa finita est." Rome is spoken, the cause is done. And the guy said, "Rome is wrong and you're wrong." So there. And so I said, "No, causa finita est. No, you're wrong." And it became yeah, yes. No. It was ugly and stupid. Each of us had to have the last word. Silly. Well, today the gospel is about when you go to a wedding, take the least seat. That way, if you're a bigger guest, they'll take you to the front. Don't take the front, they'll push you to the back. Who does that anymore? I think, but what we do is the same thing, but with this last word. I gotta have the last word. I've gotta be right. I'm gonna finish your sentences. It's all about my opinion. I'm gonna say it till everybody agrees. I think it's the same thing, a little different. And that's not the call to be right all the time, to get the last word, to be number one. That's what Jesus is after. Saint Therese says, "When we are misunderstood and judged unfavorably, what good does it do to defend or explain ourselves? It is so much better to say nothing and allow others to judge us as they please." Boy, is that difficult. But I think that sums up today's gospel. Boy, is that difficult, because I really have trouble doing that myself. Boy, is that difficult. So difficult. I keep that quotation on my desk.